Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Aditi and in this video we're going to learn about loops. Okay, so what is a loop? Suppose you have to do a task and you have to do it repeatedly. For example, you have to print a statement 10 times. The same statement you have to print it 10 times. Okay, for example, you have to print this statement, print hello world. You have to print the statement 10 times. So what are you going to do? Will you write the statement 10 times? No, of course not. Okay. So instead, what we are going to do, we are going to use loops for that. Now, Python has two loops, for loop and while loop. These for and while names, basically these are the keywords for the loops. Okay. So first we're going to see while loops. Now, suppose we take the same example that you have to print the statement 10 times. So what are you going to do? We have to take a counter variable for that. Okay, let's name it counter only. And we have to initialize it to 1 because you have to print it 10 times. Okay, so we have to initialize it first. Then we're going to write our while loop. We have to use this while keyword, okay, for while loop. And then we have to give it a condition. Okay, so the condition here would be that this variable counter, I have named this variable counter. You can name it anything you want. You can name it X, I, A, B, C, anything. Okay. So we have to name this counter. Now we have to specify a condition inside the while loop. Okay. So our condition is that we have to print the statement 10 times. Okay. So I'll write this thing. This is the syntax for while loop, that use while keyword, and then we write the condition, which is counter less than equal to 10, and then inside it we use our indentation, of course, and then we write our statement that we have to print, or anything that you have to carry the task basically. And here we have to increment the counter also. So we write counter is equals to counter plus 1. Okay, so we do this and then we execute our code. So here you see hello world is printed 10 times. Okay, now I would just explain you the mechanism of for loop, while loop, sorry. Basically what happened here is that we provided our while loop, we provided it a condition which was counted less than equal to 10 in our previous example. Okay, so that was a condition, and if the condition was true, so we first initialized our counter to be 1. Okay, so yes, 1 is less than equal to 10, it was true. Then it went into the body of the loop and executed the statements which were inside. So our statement was print hello world. Statement was print hello world, so it printed the statement that time, and then we incremented the counter to 1. Counter is equals to counter plus 1. So initially it was 1, then it became 2, and then it again went here. It tested if the condition is 2. Yes, 2 is less than equal to 10. So again it got executed the statement inside it. So that's how till 10 basically it got incremented, and every time the condition would come out to be true, the body of the while loop it executed. But when our counter was 10 and it was incremented to 1, it became 11. So now inside a condition it was, is 11 less than equal to 10? No, the condition became false. So it became false and we exited the while loop, and that's how it came out of the while loop and printed the statement 10 times. So this was the mechanism of while loop. We're going to learn about for loops. Okay, so basically a for loop is used to iterate over a sequence. Now in for loop we already have a predefined universe sort of thing. So for example, we take an example and we define a string, and suppose the string is Harry. Okay, now we use the for keyword, letter in name. Okay, we print letter. Okay, so we have written our code. This is the body of our for loop. Now let's run it once and then I'll explain you what's happening. Okay, so what's basically going on here is we are going through every single letter in this string, which is H, A, R, R, Y. We are going through every single letter in this string. How? We have this variable here. Okay, you can count just a counter variable only. Okay, you can name it anything. So basically, this letter variable is going through every basically letter in the string. Okay, and then we are printing it one by one. Okay, that is every single iteration of this loop. Every single iteration of this loop, the letter is getting assigned to a new value, because in the first iteration it was H, in the second iteration it was A, then R, then R, then Y. Okay, so this is how the for loop is carried out, and letter is a variable name. Okay, you can change it to anything like I told you previously also. So now let's just see another like the mechanism of for loop. For loop iterating in sequence, it tests the condition last item in sequence. If it is true, it is exited. For example, in the string, when we reached Y, it was the last letter in the string. Okay, after that there were no letters available, so it exited the loop. And if the condition was false, for example, when we were iterating, the first variable, the first letter we had was H. Okay, so but after that we had more letters, right? So H, A, R, R, Y. So the condition was false, obviously, because we had more letters after H. So last item is in sequence? No. What was our sequence? It was the string name, which was Harry. Okay, and H, since that was not the last letter, the condition became false and it went inside the body of the loop. Okay, and executed the statements which were present inside, which was print letter. So every letter in that string was printed. This is how the for loop and is carried out. Now I have told you the examples of both the loops, while loop and a for loop. Now keep practicing, have fun. Bye bye.